Hey, what's up, guys? So, in this video, I'm going to give you my opinion on the public school systems from and within the United States. Okay, so I'm going to start this video by giving you a little preface, a little bit of background information as far as my own personal education and experience with this system. For those of you that are not aware, I left school at a very early age. Okay, so by age 12, I was barely there, in and out. 13, again, still technically a student, barely there. If I'm there, I'm not attending classes, maybe a couple here and there, leaving whenever I want, gone for days at a time. And that was it. I went away as a juvenile, and I came back and tried to go back to school. It only lasted like 2 weeks. And I did that just, for my mother. She asked me at the time, she thought it was important that I have an education. Didn't work out. I did end up getting a GED. I took a test. So my GED, or high school diploma equivalency, is then out of Kennedy High School in Patterson. This is where I have this diploma from. And it was just one test I took, one afternoon. So I never went to school. But the point of me telling you this is that I left at a real early age. So I didn't really experience the rest of it, the main part of it, where they really start supposedly educating you. There was a long period of my life where I thought that I was at a huge disadvantage because of this. I felt badly about myself. I looked down upon myself because I didn't have this education that everyone else had. I felt like, I had so much catching up to do, and not just the academic part of it, the social part of it even more. Like, I felt like I missed out on so much. I don't have any friends. I'm lonely, and I don't know people, because I was gone. And I kept that state of thought for such a long period of my life until I finally fucking awakened, until I had children for myself. And, I moved to this town that is one of the highest property tax rates in the whole country. Okay, definitely in the state. It's way up there. It's ridiculous money in taxes alone because the school system is supposedly one of the best, right? So what I'm telling you now, the opinion I'm giving you, is based on what people refer to as the best country in the world, United States, one of the best states, New Jersey, and one of the best school districts, Livingston, where I live, okay? So when you look at it from a global picture, this should be a fucking unbelievable education that my 3 daughters are receiving, right? Now my eldest is 11 and my other 2 are 7 and 8. So as of now, I have removed them from school, okay? I will never send them back to school again. Their days of school, public school, are finished. I will teach them. I will not hire another person to come in and teach them the same curriculum. I will teach them, okay? And a lot of you may think that sounds so drastic and that I'm doing harm to my children by doing this. But let me back it up with the reasons why I've made this decision, okay? So going back to the beginning of this video, my not being in school, it gave me a very unique perspective, whereas I'm able to see things in a different way than most others just for having not participated in that group action. So because I didn't go through the process like everyone else did, I'm able to easier observe some of the end results of that process that many other people can't. Or maybe they refuse to. They don't want to hear it. But some of this stuff has more to do with morality than the actual education. Has more to do with being a good person, my personal views on life, my opinion, the things that matter to me. Okay? I'm going to keep this as short as I can because I can go on and on for hours about this. But basically, in the beginning years of school, they're very basic, formative education given to them. They learn things that they'll learn anyway if they have any parent that cares about them. They read, they write, they color pictures, and learn very basic math, very basic language, and that's it. There's really no harm done unto them. The harm comes at the later stages. I would say right around the time that I left, even before that actually, because I remember me, even at 12, I should have been out of there already. It wasn't a good thing for me to be in school at age 12. I think maybe up until ages 9, 10 is even pushing it. That's the longest I would recommend any child be allowed to be in this school system, right? And the reason why I single out that age group is because that's when the change starts happening. When they leave elementary school and go to junior high school or high school. The school that I went to was grades 7 through 12. Okay, so there's a lot of people mixed in now. And I was friends already with a guy that was in the 12th grade. So I ended up in 7th grade, but having friends and a girlfriend who's in 12th grade. And so I'm driving their cars and shit. And I'm living different than the rest of the kids that are my age. But what starts happening at those ages is that they start being exposed to such negative things as far as male-female relationships, as far as drug use, as far as alcohol use, as far as just lying, learning how to lie, and seeing that everyone else does it as well. The teachers themselves, I don't really believe have much to offer. I'm sure there are a lot of great teachers out there. I'm friends with teachers. No disrespect to them. But some of them have no fucking business ever saying that they're a teacher or even trying to be. I've met some people in life where before I knew their profession, I'm thinking to myself, man, this person's dumb as fuck. I don't know how the fuck they even survived this long in life. That kind of stupid. And then I find out they're a teacher. And it blows my mind. I'm like, how the fuck is that possible? That this moron could be a teacher. But they are. So it's not difficult to become a teacher. I'm not picking on them either. Because they're given a curriculum, they, teach that curriculum, and that's it. But these days, the teachers are allowed to have laptops, computers, tablets, phones, and if the children ask them a question, they just look up on the gadget, just as the child could themselves. So they're not teaching really anything. But the issue I have is not with the actual curriculum. It's, first of all, that a lot of that curriculum is old and outdated, not necessary. The system is set up in a way where it's basically memorization for a test. You pass the test, you forget everything, you never think about it again. And you continue up and up the ladder. But what they don't teach is, they don't teach anything about being a good person. They don't teach anything about real respect and honor. They don't teach these things, these moral values that are way more important than that bullshit that they're memorizing and forgetting. And they do the opposite. They teach the kids lies. My first issue with the school system was at 4 or 5 years old. They were telling my daughter about transgenders and homosexuality. What the fuck business do you have telling my 4 or 5-year-old about shit like this, which I happen to disagree with you about? And I also happen to not give a fuck if it's not politically correct or the whole world believes me wrong. I don't care. I'm still going to believe what I believe. So they start brainwashing them into believing things right that are actually wrong. And even if we disagree on this, it doesn't matter. At least we could agree that it's not age appropriate at that young age. So they also reinforce a lot of false narratives. History is the best and easiest example for me to use. They teach these kids this bullshit about how this nation was founded and, the Pilgrims and the Indians and this Thanksgiving dinner. Come on, man. Come on. At least be honest with them, teach them real history. This is not what the fuck happened. That's a joke and insulting that you teach them that. But that's not the main point of the video, nor my objection to the system. But it is that the end result, again, from my perspective that I've been able to uniquely observe, I also am in business in a small township, the neighboring township to where I live, also a good school system, and I've known a lot of parents and their kids I've been in this business for going on 11 years now in this location. So I know a lot of people, and I watch them, I talk to them. The end result is, on average, okay, generally speaking, for the males, they come out of this school system so fucking weak and such little bitches, pansies, that they can't even work real labor jobs. They'll refuse. So not only are they so weak, but they're so brainwashed into thinking that they're better than certain jobs, that they deserve something better. They also don't know how to respect themselves. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to respect their elders. They don't know how to value the right things in life. And they definitely have no fucking idea how to interact and respect and treat females. No clue. The opposite. They're horrible. Horrible. That's why most of them don't have girlfriends. Most of them, they live with their parents for the next 10 years after. They don't do shit. They're little bitches. Okay? The females. Man, it's so sad. And I'm sorry for some of you that are hearing this, and maybe you have, relatives who are in this school system or a product of, you yourselves, your siblings, your mother, your father, whoever. This is the truth. For the females, they learn to be fucking sluts. They learn to be whores. They learn to be promiscuous. They learn that it's okay and normal to give their bodies to anybody, just for the sake of it, just to be popular, for the hell of it, for no reason. Be intimate with people. And they're fucking whores. Zero self-respect. Zero sense of self-worth. Zero idea about what it is to be a good, honorable person. Horrific to think. And that's part of the reasons why I pulled my kids out. Because I refuse to allow or contribute to any scenario where my kids may end up, likely, a way in which I have no respect for them. If I don't respect my kids, I'm a fucking failure as a father. That's my worst nightmare ever. So this is the truth about how the females come out. And they're also extremely self-entitled and think it's okay. They could slut around, sleep with however many fucking people they want. And then they expect a great husband, someone to come up and save them and, support them financially for the rest of their lives. And crazy imagination they have. But they think they're special. They think they're good. They're whores. You're fucking whores. Learn to value your bodies, you fucking disgusting people. Please. So sad. But collectively, they come out unable to do anything. They have no knowledge. Nothing. Nothing. And they're so weak and out of touch with reality of the real world globally. They're so insulated to their little town or community or city, wherever they live, and then in their state, and then in this country, and then on this continent, to the point where they bring no value to the marketplace. But worse than that, they're so soft that they need safe spaces. They push for legislation that will prevent people from saying things because it hurts their feelings. They want for there to be laws to stop certain conversations from ever happening. There are certain things that you can't even say. Even if it's fact, even if it's backed by science, data, whatever, you cannot say certain things because it will hurt some people's feelings. And we want to prevent that. They need a little safe space where here you're not allowed to say anything bad. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And the exact opposite of what we should do if you really give a fuck about anybody and want to help this country. You do the opposite. You tell people the brutal fucking truth. And that's what they need to hear. And they can't because they're so soft that they'll cry, or I don't know what happens to them. They need therapy. If somebody says something that hurts them, it's unbelievable. They're taught that a man could become a woman at any time in life he wants, and reverse. They're taught that it's okay. These are normal things. If a man dresses up like a woman and sometimes has sex with men, sometimes with women, that's normal too. It's all good. Everything's good. But don't talk about God. Don't dare talk about God. That's not good. That's not allowed. Everything else, yes, but not that. Don't do that. So I'm going to wrap up this video, guys, but this is generally the reason why I'm saying that the United States public school system, even private, however level you want to go to, it's the people that are the fucking poison. It's the parents who are garbage that let their children become garbage like them. Where the fuck are your morals? What kind of fucking people are you? Especially for a nation that's predominantly Christian or Catholic. God believing people. Whether you're Muslim, Jewish, whatever you are, you believe in God. In every religion, there are rules. Those rules are real simple. They're very few. But all of them are the opposite of what the fuck the end result of having our young people go through these public school systems are. They come out trash. And if you take it to the next level, put them through college, it's even worse. They're even worse whores. The men even less respectful. It's just horrible. So the only time I believe school is necessary is if you happen to know from a young age what it is that you want to do. And that certain career path requires certain education and degrees, such as, I want to become a brain surgeon. I would have loved to have done that if I could. I think that would have been a good fit for me, right? That requires certain schooling. If you want to become an attorney, if you want to become anything, a veterinarian, you want to become a pharmacist, these are things that an engineer, you need school for, just to gain access to that industry. So that I accept. And I also believe that trades need to be taught. Teach people how to do something, have a trade, be a mechanic, be a plumber, learn something, electrician. These are things of value. What I'm finding is these people go to school for all these years, 2 decades plus, including the colleges, and at the end they come out and I ask them, tell me one thing you know that I don't know that is of any value to life or to the marketplace. Tell me. And they don't have anything. They have nothing. So if I'm paying $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year per child to go to school, they better come home every fucking day and be able to tell me something that I didn't know that is of value. And that's not the case at all. So you're sending your kids out, they'll learn how to be little bum, lazy motherfuckers that need to be smacked in their fucking faces for the males, and little fucking slut whores, disgusting little pigs for the females. It's such a fucking disgusting thing. And I am never gonna fucking be a part of that shit. My kids will never go back to your garbage schools. It's fucking poison what they're teaching them. Poison. So I know there's going to be a lot of disagreement in this. I know a lot of you aren't going to like hearing this, but I know my subscribers and supporters are some of the smartest group I've ever encountered on the internet. And I'm so thankful for you guys for that, because I see that even when we disagree, you show me respect. And we disagree as adults, and I really appreciate that. So thank you for that. And I hope that's the case in this video as well. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. And I know it doesn't apply to everyone. There are always exceptions. People can always be the ones that don't come out the same as the net average. I'm talking about in general here, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.